Oh my God. Do we have a truck now? Welcome to the August Garage. My name is Matt August. And for most of you, you probably don't know this, but I spent a lot of time adventuring in the wilderness in Canada and in parts of the US. And we've put thousands and thousands and thousands of kilometers on Ford Raptors, Dodge Ram TRXs, Hummer H1s, between Moab, Canyonlands National Park and that whole trail system down there, up into the Yukon, Whitehorse, up the Dempster Highway, up into Northwest Territories and all the way to Inuvik. And we spend hours and hours and hours in these trucks. So far, it is just a night and day. I don't think I'll go back to driving a Raptor or TRX. I think this is my new setup. And follow along, I'm gonna show you guys a lot more as to what this can do and give you a real kind of in the driver's seat conversation as to what this system does and show you how great it rides. It's absolutely fantastic. So when Carli came out with this new system, I had to try it. I couldn't stop myself. And it just, the way a one-ton truck rides when you lift it, for all of those guys watching that understand what I'm talking about, it rides like shit. This system doesn't. It's unbelievable. The second I picked up the new truck, I brought it right over to August Customs. And just before we started on the lift and did everything else and picked the wheels and tires, we had them black the roof out, black out all the silver on the truck. I think with the avalanche gray and the black accents, it looks fantastic. And then I brought it back up to the August Garage where we kind of started the conversation on the Carli e-Venture system. And then of course, Vossen wheels came through for us on the set of wheels on this truck, which I think looks sick. Yeah, it just all came together and it's really cool. I mean, especially for me as the owner of the business to be able to have a one-stop shop, and I was able to take it to our custom shop, get the wrap and PPF and everything ready on the truck for us to hit the gravel roads in this thing and make sure it's protected, and then bring it up to the garage where we can add this amazing suspension system. And I need my truck to be more than just reliable. I need it to be comfortable. I mean, we're in the truck for 6, 7, 8 hours a day sometimes, and we're not on pavement. Most of the time we're on gravel roads, up the Dempster Highway up in the Yukon and Northwest Territories. It's an awful road, to say the least. I mean, it's you see cars in the ditch all the time. You're blowing tires. I actually blew the whole suspension out of a Ford Raptor while we were up there. But we're loading these trucks up because we're overlanding with them. We've got rooftop tents. We're carrying extra fuel. We're carrying gear. We're carrying you name it to just make sure that if something was to happen out there, we have the right tools and equipment to make sure that we can get out of the situation we're in. So it's very important to me that the truck is comfortable and can withstand us being in the truck for many hours at a time. When I heard Carli Suspensions has built something that's gonna make a one-ton truck ride like a Raptor or a TRX, I was like, sign me up. How quickly can I get this thing? And so we ordered a new truck, and that's it behind me. And we installed the Carli e-Venture system. And when I tell you, it's blowing my mind on how a 1-ton truck can ride. If you are in the same position I am, which I know a lot of you are, where you have a Raptor and you have a F350 because you have towing capabilities and towing needs, and you want that ride of a Raptor, this system does it all. You don't have to have 2 trucks anymore. And I am just blown away on how it rides off-road, how the system tows. My ongoing problem with a 1-ton truck has always been the way it rides off-road. And the suspension is just not the same as a TRX or a Ford Raptor. My 1-ton truck of choice is an F350. I've always just liked the look of them. I've loved the interior, and I've had quite a few of them. So I ordered the truck behind me from our friends at Orchard Ford, and then we got into the whole, how do we make this thing ride like a Raptor? So we linked up with our friends from Carli Suspensions, and oh my God, do we have a truck now. This thing can handle my towing capacities and everything else, and this thing rides unbelievable. So we installed the e-Venture system, which has a control right on the dash that I can control what surface I'm on, if it's pavement, off-road, rock crawling, whatever it may be. And the suspension just changes instantly. It is night and day different. I had no idea that I could drive a 1-ton truck, have all the capabilities, the power, the towing capacity, everything, but also have a nice riding truck, especially when we put lifts in things, and it just makes them worse and worse the bigger the lift you go. So we went with the 3.5-inch Carli e-Venture system, and on road, it handles like a Porsche. I know that sounds weird, but it handles amazing. The way that the suspension dampens on each side of the truck when you're going through a corner, the nosedive when you're hitting the brakes, it's always watching what you're doing. It's got a yaw sensor in the truck, so as soon as you hit the brakes, it's going to stiffen up that front suspension and stop the truck from rolling forward. While towing, it doesn't really have that kind of bumpiness as you do normally when towing. When driving a 1-ton truck, I like to have them lifted a little bit. I'm not going to like a 6 or 8-inch lift, but I just like it just enough to give it a really nice stand. You know, doing a different set of wheels and tires on it is a must for me. I'm super excited to spend more time behind the wheel of this 26 F350 with the Carli e-Venture system. The really cool thing about this build too is, from talking to my technicians who installed it, the feedback from Carli and the support that Carli gave us during this build was absolutely fantastic. The pieces and the parts are just built so much better than anything we've ever seen. The install went really smooth. Carli has it dialed, and I'm just so excited to spend the next little while behind the wheel of this truck and really pushing it to its limit. And I want to be able to show you guys exactly what it feels like from the driver's seat.
All right, so we're now in the F350 on the highway. And like I said before, it's quite interesting how blown away I was on the difference on how the truck drives on the highway. When you're changing lanes in a lifted F350, even a level lift, at speed, you change lanes and you get a wander. And with this lift, you don't get any type of a wander when changing lanes. It just holds itself so well. And even when you're hitting the brakes or hitting the gas, the truck right here is always gonna watch the pitch and roll. So if I hit the brakes, the truck doesn't dive at all, which is very abnormal to anybody driving a normal lifted truck or a truck in general. You are getting that pitch and roll quite often. Again, just very, very impressed with Carli's attention to detail in this truck. So here you can see where the truck is dampening the suspension. So we're just cruising, it's at 0-0. If I go hit the brakes, you can see the front jumps up to 6. And hitting the gas again, it's dampening the rear shocks. So here we are way up in the mountains out of Kelowna on a fairly gnarly little road, but I mean, you can still feel the bumps and stuff, but it's not like it was prior to Carli's suspension on this thing. I've got it in off-road mode, and we're able to cook along here pretty good. And it's not uncomfortable. It's not that hard-hitting 1-ton feel. It's solid yet still comfortable to ride in. You could ride on this road for hours and Be totally fine. All right, we've made it to one of my favorite spots in Kelowna. Beautiful view, as you can see behind me, gorgeous truck. And I've driven lots of different vehicles up and down that road before. It's not a very nice road. Out of everything, this has got to be one of my favorites. It's still amazing to me what a 1-ton truck can drive like. Thanks to Boston for these gorgeous wheels, Carli for the lift kit. Super excited to take this truck on more adventures and push it to its limits.